Wednesday the 19th of June, 2024. First reading. Reading from the second book of Kings. This is what happened when the Lord took Elijah up to heaven in the whirlwind. Elijah and Elisha set out from Gilgal. Elijah said, "Elisha, please stay here. The Lord is only sending me to the Jordan." But he replied, "As the Lord lives and as you yourself live, I will not leave you." And they went on together. 50 of the brotherhood of prophets followed them, halting some distance away as the two of them stood beside the Jordan. Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up and struck the water, and the water divided to left and right, and the two of them crossed over dry shod. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Make your request. What can I do for you before I am taken from you?" Elisha answered, "Let me inherit a double share of your spirit." "Your request is a difficult one," Elijah said. "If you see me while I am being taken from you, it shall be as you ask. If not, it will not be so." Now as they walked on, talking as they went, a chariot of fire appeared and horses of fire, coming between the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in the whirlwind. Elisha saw it, and shouted, my father, chariot of Israel and its chargers." Then he lost sight of him, and taking hold of his clothes he tore them in half. He picked up the cloak of Elijah which had fallen, and went back and stood on the bank of the Jordan. He took the cloak of Elijah and struck the water. "Where is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" he cried. He struck the water, and it divided to right and left, and Elisha crossed over. Responsorial Psalm. Let your heart take courage, all who hope in the Lord. How great is the goodness, Lord, that you keep for those who fear you, that you show to those who trust you, in the sight of men. Let your heart take courage, all who hope in the Lord. You hide them in the shelter of your presence, from the plotting of men. You keep them safe within your tent, from disputing tongues. Let your heart take courage, all who hope in the Lord. Love the Lord, all you saints, who guards his faithful, but the Lord will repay to the full those who act with pride. Let your heart take courage, all who hope in the Lord. Gospel acclamation. Alleluia, alleluia. Let the message of Christ in all its richness find a home with you. Through him give thanks to God the Father. Alleluia. Gospel. Reading from the book of Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be careful not to parade your good deeds before men to attract their notice. By doing this you will lose all reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give alms, do not have it trumpeted before you. This is what the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets to win men's admiration. I tell you solemnly, they have had their reward. But when you give alms, your left hand must not know what your right is doing. Your almsgiving must be secret, and your Father who sees all that is done in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not imitate the hypocrites. They love to say their prayers standing up in the synagogues and at the street corners for people to see them. I tell you solemnly, they have had their reward. But when you pray, go to your private room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in that secret place, and your Father who sees all that is done in secret will reward you. When you fast, do not put on a gloomy look as the hypocrites do. They pull long faces to let men know they are fasting. I tell you solemnly, they have had their reward. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that no one will know you are fasting except your Father who sees all that is done in secret, and your Father who sees all that is done in secret will reward you. Gospel of the Lord.